Motivational Drive by Coco here. How you doing? 82. Defy the stereotype. There are lots and lots and lots of stereotypes out there. Some of them have to do with ethnicity. Some have to do with age. Some have to do with gender. Some have to do with sexual orientation. You get my drift here. Never, ever, ever play to them. It's sad. It's, you know, how can you be you? Now, I've spent years developing this whole being you concept, and I'm pushing it, and this summer is going to be a gigantic summer for me with this. I'm starting a foundation this summer, which has to do with helping special needs people find the tech to be them, the way to communicate, the way to hook up with other people. But in everybody else's case, there are lots of stereotypes out there. And those stereotypes are problematic insofar as there's expectations that you are like everybody else, that you fit in, that you compromise, that you are, you cannot be yourself if you're trying to fit into a scheme of somebody else. If you're trying to be like somebody else, if you're trying to be like everybody else, if you're fulfilling the stereotype, how can you ever be you? You can't. That's just no way that can ever happen. You need to always defy stumbling into that stereotype. I don't care if it's when somebody says act your age. I say no, screw you. Or if they say, I've heard, oh man, in fact, Bill Cosby has a whole bit on this one where he was railing on some black group who was telling some black kids to stop acting so white. It's like, how can you act anything? You just be yourself and deal with it. And if somebody thinks you're doing something else, then look them in the eye and say, no, go away. This is who I am. I am not going to be the person you want me to be. I'm going to be the person that I want to be, because that's more important to me. Being the person I really am. Think about that. I'm seeing, I spend a lot of time with high school students, and I am impressed by the group that I'm around, how many of them have defied that stereotype and are truly individuals in spite of the ridicule that they could potentially have. And in fact, at the school I'm at, it's a miraculous school, because really I've never seen anybody singled out and excluded because of race, creed, color, sexual orientation, religion, anything. I mean, it's pretty miraculous that these kids don't let that bother them. And it's very, very unique. I mean, everybody wants to get into everybody else's business, and there's a lot of people being judgmental and intolerant and hateful. So, like I said, defy the stereotypes. Don't let anybody tell you how you are supposed to act, who you're supposed to be, and you'll be a lot happier. Not everybody else around you may not be, but you will be. I guarantee it. Might be a little tough though. You might have to fight a little bit. You might have to, because everybody's going to push you. But don't listen. Don't break down. I guarantee you'll be happier. I pretended to be normal for many years, and it wasn't so good. More about that later. As always, have a stupendous, amazing, spectacular day, Coco.